Hi guys, I am back today with a dual purpose video. One half of the video will be talking about all of my Morphe, I'm dropping them, Morphe and Jaclyn Hill collab eye brushes / one face brush because I used it for the eyes because I felt like it. And I will be talking about each one of these as I use them, and at the end like a summary of each one of the brushes and my thoughts on them. Then the other part of this video is all about the Melt 27 palette. I need to stop with this motion. Ooh, I'm trying to Vanna White it, and I'm no Vanna White at all. But this is the Melt 27 palette. This is what the inside looks like. It has both warm and cool tones in it, so it is very versatile. It is beautiful, and I really like this palette. I had a friend ask me if I had swatches of it, and at the time I had not had swatches of it, more than just a couple from the little comparison video I did yesterday. So I figured, okay, I'll just put this together really quick if I was feeling good and post this for her, so hopefully she can make a decision on if she wants it or not, because she's like me, she's a melt girl at heart, and I want her to be able to make the best decision that she can. I personally am a huge fan of this palette, but I'm going to do some swatches for you really quickly, and then I will move into the look, and I will talk about each of the brushes as I use them, and at the end, like I said, I will go over each one of them by their own, on their own, and talk about what I think. So, okay, the very first color in this palette, I'm going to try and move that out of the way. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Whoo! Whoo! Y'all gonna make me lose my nothing. Nothing. Sorry, YouTube. How dare I? How dare I? Okay, the first color, I'm on one today, is Naked Sleep. I don't even care if it's naked. I would just take some sleep. And I'm just going to... Ooh, that's beautiful. That is a really nice kind of peachy tan color. Very easy to swatch. The next color is Downtown, which now I can't even look at the word downtown without thinking of saying it Downton. Downton Abbey, which is probably not at all how it's pronounced, but that's all I think of now. Oh, I picked it up like crap, sorry. I don't know why I continue and insist upon using my middle finger. Obviously, I just need to stop. So, there is that. It's kind of a brown rose undertoned tan. The next color is Nip Slip, and it is like kind of a perfect name for it, truthfully. Too bad I can't pick it up with my finger, like, at all. I can tell you, even though I'm not doing a good swatching, it's me. But these work great. I had no problems using them on my eyes. They worked really well together, so I'm just going to say that now so you guys don't get that impression. That's also kind of a pinky peachy color as well. And then the next color is Moxie, which does have a dupe in the Corda Rosa palette from Sigma. I don't know why I suck at these today. I suck at them. I'm like not picking it up on the center of my finger. Okay, let's try the middle finger again. I'm hardly touching it. I should probably like take the time to like pick it up, but I don't like to do really thick swatches. But in any case, so that is Moxie. That's a really nice reddy orange color. It's kind of like red orange, the crayon, but better. The next color is Crimefighter. This is more truly, in my opinion, like a lid topper shade. Like, it's not a foiled shadow. It's just not. Like, this is just not the formulation of that. Now, Melt does have some really nice foiled shadows. I would say the Gemini palette has a good example of that. The Smoke Sessions palette has a good example of that. But this is a lid topper. I built it up pretty good so you can see it. But it is just an orangey brown, kind of slightly shimmery. Picks up the light. I've actually got it in the front portion of my eye. The next color is One More Thing. And this is a gray purple Gray, purple, beige. I just described that so oddly. And I'm swatching it even worse. I just don't like digging in my pans. Like, I can get a good swatch, but I don't want to divot my pans. So there's that. Just beautiful. Really nice. Okay. The next color is Thick. And this is kind of a purpley browny red. And where I'm seeing the red is more, I don't know, an undertone. Doing a terrible job of describing these, but that's just what I see. Maybe a purpley browny reddy orange. But it's not like the red and orange aren't intense. It's more purpley brown. Gray toned. Follow with all those if you will. The next one is Vegas Past, and I also have this on my eye. This is gorgeous, and I actually wish I would have just done this color and none of the Crimefighter shade. This is also that kind of topper formula, but it is very pretty. It's kind of like a browny, coppery shade, but also kind of goldish as well. So there's that. It is really pretty. The next one is Whiskey Neat. And this to me is like a slightly lighter chocolate brown. Wah. You can build it up much darker than I am, but it is a really nice color. I'm like eating my hair. So there's that. And then the last color is Moonchild. And this is a very beautiful, I don't know why I need to tell you that. I think it's a gorgeous kind of reddish brown, burgundy brown shade. Boom, shakalaka. There you have it. That is the Melt 27 palette swatched out. Hopefully this will be helpful to my friend and she can make a decision on it. I will try and get closer real quick. And you know what? I'll try and kick those on and see if that helps you at all see them. I will also have pictures posted on my Instagram. And the Instagram is the exact same name as my YouTube name, so you can find that there. I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, keep watching because what's up with this? What's up with this? This is weird. Just keep watching and you can see how I got this eye look. If you're not interested and you've seen as much as you want, that's cool too. Thank you for even like watching for a few minutes. And hopefully you guys will enjoy the review and usage of the Morphe brushes. And I hope everybody has a great day. Okay, so the very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use something that's not in the palette because I am obsessed with having a very light highlight for under my eyebrow. So I'm going to use the Melt Morningstar highlighter. I use this consistently, so this is probably not a shock or a surprise to anybody who watches my channel regularly. And I'm just throwing that up underneath the brow bone arch. Same thing with the other side, although this arch is a not hot mess. Actually, today my eyebrows are cracking me up a bit because I accidentally got too much of the eyebrow gel on my brows, and I'm kind of reminding myself a little bit of Pauly D from Jersey Shore, like his hair. He's like, I can ride on my motorcycle and go like 120 and my hair won't move. And I feel like that. Like, that's my eyebrows right now. Pauly D. So, the next thing that oh my gosh, what did I do? I must have dropped my palette because it's like cracked a little bit. No. Sorry, I'm having a moment. Having a moment of silence. Not silence, for my palette. It's okay. I pushed it back in. All's well. I am going to try and use as many of those brushes as I can that I just got. I just used one and didn't even tell you what it was. This was the JH51. Technically, it is not for the highlight area, but I used it as such because I felt like it, and it made me happy to do so. The next thing that I'm going to use is not technically one of her eye brushes. It is actually her highlight brush. But I did briefly use it yesterday, and then I was kind of like, I kind of dig it for my whole crease. So this is the JH09. This is her highlighting brush. And I am going to pick up Naked Sleep, the very first shadow in the palette. And I don't know if this will work out, but we're going to give it a shot. And I am just brushing it all over up there. And oh my gosh, what's up with my hand? I'm just like setting it wherever I feel like for the day. So there's that. I am going to do the same thing on the other side. This is probably a little too big for this in reality, but it did work really nicely for shearing out what I had going on yesterday, because I did, oh goodness gracious, let's just tuck that back. I did go a little heavy, I know, shock of all shocks, yesterday, and it did a nice job of diffusing it out. So I figured why not include it in this, because I'm going to use, hopefully, probably almost every shade in this palette. Not all of them, because there's one or two very, very cool shades, which I love, but I don't think will necessarily make sense with the color story that I'm trying to do right now. So, there's that. Okay, the next brush that I'm going to try is the JH15, and this is the one I used on my nose, and oh, you guys probably haven't seen it, never mind. I haven't posted that face brush set yet, but this is actually an eyeshadow brush, so in any case, I'm going to use it. It's got a nice little slant on it, and I'm going to take the color Nip Slip, which is the third color in the palette, and it is just a really beautiful color. I'm going to show you right here. Everything comes off more orange in my camera. I don't know why, but it is not as orange in person, so we're just going to ignore that. I was super excited to try this on my eye, though, considering the slant of it. I've never used a brush that was not rounded, so I was very eager to give it a shot. And I do find this to be a nice brush. So that is Nip Slip. We'll do the same thing on the other side. I really like this palette. I was super excited when I had my friend on Instagram ask if I had swatches of it, because then it was kind of like a good excuse to pull it out, do a look, and get some swatches out for you guys to see it. Though you might be melted out by now, which is sad, because there's going to be more melt, maybe even this week, because my 420 palette stash box just shipped today. I'm super excited about this. Okay, so that was JH15. The next one I'm going to use is the JH32. This is one of the bigger brushes that she has in her eye collection. So I'm going to pick up Moxie, which is the color right next to Nip Slip. Maybe I should be showing these to you, but I'm going to do swatches. They'll probably be before this even happens, and I will also have the swatches on my Instagram so you can see them there. So, Moxie. I'm picking up lightly because this is very pigmented. Woo, girl. This brush is really nice, actually. I don't know why I'm surprised. I use a lot of Morphe eye brushes. I kind of like them a lot, actually. Why the actuallys? Actually. I like them a lot. You can tell when the sun disappears outside of my house. I'm just running the excess underneath my eye. They're a little rougher on the eye, so if my eye is irritated, I try to just stick to my like Wayne Goss or my Sonia G brushes. But my eye is not irritated a lot today. My eyes are generally always irritated, so I mean, I don't ever really have a day where I wake up and go, oh, my eyes, they just feel so perfect. But it's the weirdest thing I ever said. My eyes, my brand. Ooh, that is pretty. A very warm look, but it is really nice. Same thing, just taking the excess underneath my eye. I really like that. Super, super pretty. And I really like this brush a lot. I am now sad I didn't get like 6 of these. if the shipping didn't take forever, which I understand. I shouldn't even say anything about the shipping, but if the shipping didn't take so long, it would definitely be a repurchase. Or, you know what, if Ulta still has these on sale, maybe I'll pick them up there if they have it. Because Ulta did also have the Morphe Collab brushes on sale. I don't think they were as cheap as they were on the Morphe site, so that is something to consider. But at least you get points at Ulta, so. Alright, there's that. Really like that brush. The next brush that I'm going to use is the JH31. I'm going to pick up Downtown, which is the second shade in the palette. And I'm not going to pick it up a ton because I'm also going to place this in my crease. But it is quite a bit darker, so I don't want to get cray-cray. I got a lot of brushes. I got a lot of eye brushes. I better find some more colors. I just picked up a little bit more. And I am just diffusing that out. This is a really nice pointed brush. I am liking how it is really getting into the crease and still able to diffuse out the colors nicely. That is, like, honestly, I'm getting a super good blend right now. Super good blend. Alright, doing the same thing with Downtown for the other side. Okay. Wow. I really like this palette. I always forget how much I like this palette until I'm using it and I'm like, oh, it's pretty. It works so nicely. Some of these colors at the beginning are a bit rusty, so, you know, I think this would be a really nice combination with the Rust palette. Or not combination, but like it would complement the Rust palette really nicely, in my opinion. I know a lot of people were upset about the new palette because they thought it was just like colors from their other palettes, but they're not. Like, they're definitely similar. You could pull off a similar look with the colors that they already have existing if you have them. And I don't want people to feel like they have to go out and buy something just to achieve that kind of look, which is the only reason I did like swatches, comparison swatches on my Instagram, because I wanted people to be able to have that option if they can't go out and buy that right now. And I will say it is similar, but it's not the same at all. Like, somebody commented, and it was the funniest thing. They were like, they're like cousins, they're not sisters or twins, and it's true. The palettes are all, I feel like all of their palettes work together nicely. Like, they all play nice together. So if you are looking at their palettes, don't feel like you're getting the same shades over and over, because they're not the same. But I could definitely see why people thought that initially, but especially once Melt released the extra pictures of their palette and the shades, I really could see there was a lot of different tonalities to it. Whew, this brush is nice. Okay, I'm just taking a little of the excess under. I like that brush. I like you, girl. Okay, the next one. I have a lot of brushes. I should probably... Okay, this one is also pointed. This actually reminds me a bit of the the Jeffree Star JS9 brush that I like so much. This is the JH34. I think... Hang on. I got a brand new JS9 right here. Hanging on. Okay, so in comparison... Oh, they're not the same. Well, yeah, no. This is a bit more pointed and a bit longer on the JS9. Ooh, that's hard going back and forth between them. Okay. But this definitely reminds me of it in a sense. So, I am going to actually... I'm going to take Nip Slip more on the bottom of my lash line and put that under there. Actually, gosh, we should keep a tally. I should just start drinking. I can't drink, but I would start drinking to this because I've said it so many times. I should have done this second because I forgot I got a pencil brush as well. So I'll use this right now, but I'm going to come back to it and fluff it out more. So, miracle of miracles, your girl finally got a pencil brush. Hallelujah. This is the JH38. And I'm going to pick up Moxie with it. And I'm just going to really keep it close to the lash line. Okay, this is a nice pencil brush. Holy crap. Do you ever get something after needing it for a really long time and then it's exactly what you needed and you're like, oh. Because that is this brush. This brush is awesome. It's very precise. It's not like so precise that you really have to like keep building it up. So I'm tickled pink here. That's awesome. I'm very happy about that. I think what I will do is I will go back in with the JH34 and I will pick up a little bit of Naked Sleep as well, which is that first color in the palette. And I'm just gonna kind of, I know, I do the weirdest thing with my head. Who does that? I do. I'll try not to do it. I know that's kind of weird, probably. And I've just blown it out a little bit. Same thing with this side. Oh, these are lovely. Okay. I've got 4 brushes left. Let's see. I am going to... Okay, I'm going to try and pick up my outer corner color with this. We'll see how this goes. This is the JH35. This might be a little too big for what I'm wanting. And in fact, I'm kind of like, maybe I should try the JH33. I'm gonna give this a shot first, the JH33, and then I may blow it out with the JH30, whatever that was, because I have like all the 30s. Because I'm in my 30s. Okay. That was ridiculous. Don't listen to me. I'm going to use the color Moonchild, which is the last color in the palette. And I'm just going to pick it up lightly because I swear I remember this being very pigmented. Yeah, okay. When I said lightly, I already ate my words. You may hear my cat outside my door again. He's very dramatic. That is gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to pick it up very lightly again for the other side. This palette, oh, this palette. I love you, palette. I love you, 27 palette. I feel like it does not get enough love. Oh my god. That is beautiful. I can't wait till you guys see this in a picture because it just looks like red and orange to you right now, but to me there's so much more color definition in real life, which is sad. Well, it's not sad that there is more color definition, it's just sad that you guys can't see it like I'm seeing it. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll flip on this light real quick since the sun is behind the clouds. Now, I ignore this. I've got some of the black, not the black, some of the Moonchild underneath my lower lash line because that is just the way this eye is shaped. Oh, her sun's coming back. But the sun's back. Turn this back off. Just gets weird lighting. But in any case, really nice color graduation. They all just blend so nicely together. I am going to take the same pencil brush and I'm going to pick up a little bit of Moonchild very lightly. And put it under here. I'm just not at all disappointed with this. Very nice. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to do, I'm like, what can I do? Alright, well there's only 2 shimmer shades in this palette, so the one kind of doesn't make sense with what I'm doing, but I'm going to use it anyway, and the other one kind of does, but I wish it were brighter, so we're going to use them both. Why not? I'm going to put Vegas Pass, which is like a brownie foiled color. Brownie gold, we'll say that. And I'm going to put it right here, very lightly. Ooh, that's pretty. Of course, you guys can't see it, so I don't know what good it's doing you. But for me, that's really, really nice. Hopefully you guys can see that to some degree. That's a gorgeous color. Oops, I did not use a different brush. No, I am using a different brush. Haha! This is the JH35. Like, I'm trying to use them all. I think I'm missing one though. I didn't use the big shader brush. I should have. From here forward, I will be using that on my like MAC Painterly paint pot instead of touching it with my finger. I feel like that would be a better and wiser choice. That is really pretty. And if you wetted this, it would be much more intense, but I'm not doing that right now because I'd have to get up. Okay, then the last one I'm going to use, I actually used as a highlighter, and this is as a highlight brush, and it's the JH51. But I'm going to use that to densely pick up Crimefighter. Which, this seems like more of a lid topper, but we're going to give it a shot. I just got it in the corner of my eye. Not cool, bro. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing here. This picks up really nicely. Because that is more of a topper shade formula, in my opinion. Kind of like a flakier color. I wish there was like a true like pow in your face shimmer in this palette. That's the one thing I would say this is lacking. In a lighter shade. Oh, you could do even a lighter pow shade. I'd be cool with that 100%. Because then you could use it as a highlight and all that. Well, in any case, there is that. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and use this brush that's not going to be used for what it's supposed to be used for at all, and use it anyway. I'm going to go into the Melt Morningstar highlight again, and I'm going to take this huge brush because I haven't used it, and it's the JH53. Not at all going to be used for what it should be, but I'm just going to pop some of that lighter color in my inner eye. You can't really see it though, so that's kind of sad. Ooh, hoo, hoo. And it did just lighten the corner of my eye. Yeah, pretty. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to put on my eyeliner, I'm going to put on my mascara, and then I will come right back and I will give you a final thoughts on each of these brushes that I used. Spoiler alert, they're all pretty similar, they're just different shapes, so I'll give it to you, but I'll give it to you like rapid fire, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on this palette, which you can already tell that I like. So, in any case, I'll be back with some stuff that you already know. Okay, I am back after much ado, and I have my eyeliner on, I have my mascara on. For eyeliner, I used Melt Burnish eyeliner, which everyone say a prayer for me because something had irritated my eyes right around the time that I tried out the Melt palette, the Rust Melt palette. And I don't know if it was the liner or the CeraVe or what, but they were irritated. So let's just, this is my fingers crossed. I can't cross them well because they're chubby now. But let's all just hope and pray that that does not happen. In the meantime, let's talk about the brushes. I will just grab them in no particular order. Okay, I'll try to grab them in the order that I used them, but I can't remember. So this is the highlight brush. This is the JH09. I really enjoy this both for highlight and for diffusing out eyeshadow. This is a natural haired brush. It is not super soft, but I kind of like that for certain formulations. I think that this works really nicely for both highlight and eyeshadow. There you have it. Let's see here. I should just grab it random, honestly. But I will use this one next. So this is the one with the kind of curve, not curve, but slanted top. This is the JH15. I love this. I think that it diffuses things out super easily because it's on that slant, and you really get in a really good shape on your eye. I think it's super helpful. I really enjoy it. That's another natural hair brush. Let's see here. Okay, so this is the JH32. I love this. I like this better than, I like this as well as a Wayne Goss brush that I have for diffusing, and I think that this is really great for color that you're putting on your eye area, like up here, not quite your crease, but above, but it can work nice in the crease too because it is slightly more rounded to a tip, so that's really nice. Let's see here. This one is the JH31. Kind of the same deal, just slightly smaller, a little bit more precise. A little bit. I like it for a little bit deeper color. That's just me. That's how I tend to layer my colors. The next one is the JH34, which reminds me a bit of the JS9. It's just a bit smaller and possibly more tapered, but not as long as the JS9 tends to be with the hair fibers. So I really like this. I think it's really nice. You can use it in, I use my JS9 in my outer V area, but this I would use in my outer V or crease, detailed crease. Let's see here. This, it's crazy because this is probably normally like a blending brush, but I used it in my outer V and it worked great. This is the JH33. It was really easy to pick up powder on, not powder, but a shadow on and just kind of tap it and then actually diffuse it out. So it's great for both motions. You can't go wrong with that. Let's see here. The next one is the JH35. Kind of the same deal, except for this is... Okay, hang on. This is actually a little bit longer. Oh, I got them backwards. Okay, so this is the one I used for the darkest color, and this is the one that I used for the brown, the shimmery brown. But they both are pretty much the same principle. You could get either or and be fine. Like, if you're not looking to get them all, I mean, you could just literally take your pick from those, and you could probably pick 2 of them and get away with everything. But you'd really miss out on this one. This one, to me, was like a winner chicken dinner. So this is the JH38. This is a pointer. This is a, oh my gosh, pencil brush. Words. This is a pencil brush, and I love it. It is exactly what I've been looking for. I wish I would have gotten a second one. It was small enough that I could really get underneath my lash line, but it wasn't so small that I'm like having to build up the actual thickness that I want underneath my eyes, which is annoying. This one is the JH51, and it is essentially like a packer brush, and it picked up product really nicely. It put it down nicely, and I think if I had wet my... The melt shimmers in this palette are kind of flaky, similar to the one in Millennial Pinks, but better. They're better than that, so don't, you know, immediately go, oh, I'm not getting this palette because of that. Not the case. It does a great job packing it on. Those are just a little bit flakier of a formula, kind of more like the Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow toppers. So, then the last one I did not use for its intended purpose. It is the JH53, and I will be in the future using it for actually putting on my eye primer, but I did not today. I used it for inner corner highlight, and it worked great for that, honestly. I mean, it's not super blinding, so if you want it to be really soft, this is probably the right kind of brush for that type of thing. But if you want it to be really blinding, you can either take your pinky and just pop it in there, or there was actually a brush for it, but since I like to use my pinky, I didn't get it. So, in any case, that's my thoughts on that. My thoughts on the palette are that this palette is beautiful. The shades are fantastic. You can get a really warm look. You can also get a cool tone look. You've got, you know, some very good versatility in here, in my opinion. I think you can use this year-round. There is no reason that it's just like just a fall palette or just a winter palette or just whatever. I mean, spring, I think a lot of people want to turn towards more pastel colors or things like that, but me, I kind of just go with whatever I feel like at the moment. So, totally up to you, but I think this is a gorgeous palette. I love the inside. I love the outside. The packaging is really nice. I can't be happier with it, personally. So, in any case, I hope this was helpful to you guys. If it was, please give this a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe, and ring the bell for future updates, and I will see you guys later. Bye!